We've almost done it, Zombie Grub.
Oh, yeah?
We've almost made it through 5 best of 5 ZvZs.
Truly amazing. You're truly the best.
This was a day that I dreaded ever since we saw the first wildcard results. But we've almost survived. You guys, of course, are watching the TING Open. This is the last match today in the group. Firecake, of course, took the first place finish. This will determine the second player out of the group, and sadly also the second player who will fall in the group and be out of the tournament entirely. Spawning in the upper right side to kick off this series is going to be the youngest player of said group. He's but a babby. True Esports, Reynor.
In the bottom left, as the purple Zerg, he's Root SolO.
Of course, this is the TING Open, as mentioned many times throughout the broadcast today, guys. But if you really want to know, TING is, of course, a U.S. mobile phone service looking to save you some money by offering you great phone coverage. Their data plans are not what they are best known for, but saving you money in every other respect certainly are. You might actually save money with them despite the fact that your current package may offer more. What's really cool is they have a calculator, a cost savings calculator, it's actually called, on their website, which you can find out and see if you will actually even save money or not in the first place. And let's be honest, that's probably what matters the most in this instance. Because partnered with T-Mobile and Sprint, they still offer great nationwide coverage. But the point I bring up here is not to necessarily tell you about all of that, but to let you guys know that we are getting closer and closer to our 40 goal. I'll ask Jesse to see if we can get an up-to-date count before the stream's over, but before this cast today even began, we were at like 30 people signed up for TING, I think. And if we can hit 40, it does mean another tournament, guys, which is awesome. We're not even like through this one yet.
Yeah, we are going till mid-March with the finals and the rest of the groups, of course, as well. It's a tournament.
So we got NA group number 2, wildcard group number 2, and then the 4 following groups. So we got like 6 groups to still go through.
Yeah, it's a lot more StarCraft 2 action.
Yeah, then a round of 8, then semifinals. Oh yeah, that reminds me, because we haven't talked about it. For those who don't know, our semifinals is going to be best of 7s, and our grand finals is going to be a best of 9. Just like a straight up day dedicated to a best of 9. So we got a lot of StarCraft still coming down the pipeline, but of course we got to see which of these Zerg gets out of the group and even has potential to get that far down in the tournament anyways. Now Link's getting a really great scout here for SolO, and this is the first time him and Reynor are facing each other today.
Yes, it is. It's a brand new series. No rematches today. And it'll be interesting to see what their styles will clash to look like. SolO, as you said in the last game, went to the ace match in all the series. Reynor was able to just 3-0 Penguin right out of the group, and of course lost to Firecake earlier on 3-1. So I can give it to either of them. I don't know enough about their styles per se to say that one person would have an edge. Right now they are going for similar builds. We see no Roach Warning yet for Reynor.
No, got a clever bailing spots to hide out of Reynor. I like that, actually. It's fresh.
It's fresh?
Yeah.
Like a cleaning product?
Like a Subway sandwich. I really want Subway so badly. Once this cast is done, I think I'm gonna go walk on down. Get me a footlong ham. Sponsorship, please.
You like that footlong ham? Huh?
More than I like a footlong sausage. Where are you going with this? Can I get a cup of sugar while I'm at it?
No sugar. Only a nope, not gonna say it. So a couple of link scuffles going around here, but nothing too important. We do have SolO's roaches now on the way out. Reynor just starts his lair in SolO Roach Warren. If it is going to be for Aspire, then he's going to have to hold against SolO's roaches, which would be quite difficult to do. Well, actually, it's Reynor who gets a spine crawler, so maybe going for Aspire.
I'll leave an asterisk in there for the time being, because if he doesn't start something soon, even if he is going for Spire, the timing from SolO might be a little bit too strong.
Yeah, SolO. Okay, there's Reynor's Roach Warren and his Evolution Chamber. So just a bit behind on that compared to SolO, who is going to have a very nice time to to abuse the +1 as well as the roach speed. Like actually being able to go out on the map and roam around and take engagements is good. We rarely see it's really like heavily affect a matchup, but it can give you a lot of peace of mind at least. Yeah.
I'm sorry, this guy in chat just failing so hard. He's asking where's Jeffrey or the Ting guy. Like, not only does it straight up say Jesse on the overlay, we've said Jesse like not even a minute ago. How do you get Jeffrey?
Okay, so I'm gonna feel really bad about. Oh, Reynor is going for a Spire after these roaches. So this guy was like, he kind of made a joke after he realized his mistake, but he's like, "How did you like Jennifer Jones?" And I was like, "I don't know who that is."
Jennifer Jones.
And he's like, "Oh, it's the name on the back of my hand," as I slapped my my face because it's Jessica Jones, something like that. But it's like, how can you get that wrong when like a major part of the series is Jessica?
It's the Bollywood version, They didn't have rights to it, so they renamed the character. Jennifer Aniston Jones. It's about 6 friends who fight crime in a coffee shop.
Just crime in the coffee shop, so they're just always waiting for crime to happen.
Their barista Grunter is constantly getting burgled, and they have to help him. This sounds like a great idea. If there's anyone from Hollywood watching, like, you can contact
Hollywood.
me. 60.
Right?
Oh, okay. Well, we got the spines coming down for safety back at home, and that Spire is finishing up here soon. But SolO, well, he doesn't hit the most decisive time. He will get here before most of the mutas are ready to go.
Yeah, this is why, we do see people going for roaches first, so that they can flood with roaches if they realize that they might be in trouble to a roach attack. But the mutas are on the way, speed and +1's about to finish up, so SolO just kind of nopes out of that engagement.
Not a bad idea either. Now the problem is, and this has been present through most of the games today, how do you deal with the mutas?
Yes.
Now, I actually kind of like the tunneling claws in the burrow. Yeah, we talk about night swarms to go underneath the map, but roaches going underneath the map can work just as well.
We saw this as a response at least once before in the last couple of months, specifically. And it worked out really well. The mutas, you focus so much on them, you're trying to find those little spots to abuse. You just don't really pay attention at home, and they do split all 3 ways. And you're usually not taking on the army either, so you don't notice the spikes that appear when they get tunneling claws.
And this wasn't on purpose, but I just realized with the complaints in chat, the colorblind people. I'm sorry, guys. We will do our best to make sure they're not purple and pink. We'll just not start the game if they refuse to change color. We'll make that simple. The non-mirror matchups, I'm less fickle, but I totally understand when it's ZvZ, you don't want to see pink versus purple. Now, I'm not sure if the muta saw this. You can see burrowed roaches moving through the ground. It gives this weird little black blur, and there is a graphic to actually see it coming. Back at home, there's a considerable roach count, but there is no detection. So for SolO, the best move here is just split up 3 roaches per mineral line, all unburrow simultaneously, so that you can't be reacted to too easily, and kill. Kill, kill.
3? I thought you needed 2 per line.
No, it's... I don't get it.
Because I'd always give you too few.
Oh, yeah, you suck.
But yeah, that is the ideal, is to split up in every single base. And
I forgot about that. Now I'm on tilt. Ah! Alright, so Hydra's getting transfused. That transfuse actually gets him a Mutalisk kill, so kind of worth it. Losing a couple drones, but meanwhile setting up for the attack on the other side of the map. And again, it's really important for SolO. Like, he goes a little bit early. This unfortunately alerts Reynor to what's going on. As we can see, just a couple of shots shy of being dead, but now Overseers are on the way, and he's kind of got to go with these other roaches, wasting this timing, I should say.
Yeah, this really wasn't as devastating as I thought for not being seen at all. This was kind of easily cleaned up. 6 drones, not very much. SolO is the one that's down on drones, in fact, 47 thanks to those mutas, and there wasn't a committal on mutas, so he doesn't have to worry about those snowballing. I think he's recognized that. It is going back into the Roach Hydra. We might see Lurkers this game. We haven't seen Lurkers at all today. Oh no, that's a lie. Damn it. Penguin. Yeah. Penguin for Lurkers once.
Way to go, Zombie Go.
Damn, so close.
Again, shoutouts to the guy with that hate dedication in chat. Second Tires to Kill is actually asking if there's any way we could ban him harder. So, technically it is against the Twitch terms of service to ban evade, and what he's doing is precisely that. If you guys actually report him, it might help, but I've been already told that the Twitch staff have been alerted to it, so it is just a matter of hoping they get around to dealing with the guy, because he is, I mean, again, the dedication is impressive, but the message is so not.
Even assholes are dedicated sometimes.
But, like, this is what I don't get about it, right? Like, this isn't me trying to be strong and put on, like, a face for the stream. Like, I have a double chin. I'm a chubby guy. This has been a big part of my identity. This is like screaming, like, Zombie Grub's a girl in all caps. Like, thank you, Captain Obvious. What do you want to gain from this? Like, I don't understand.
I feel like that's happened before, too, oddly enough.
I fear, like, this guy, unfortunately, thinks I just, like, go off the stream and start weeping about this or something. Like, I've heard far worse. This is like a baby insult, if anything. I don't understand.
Babby's first internet insult.
All right, big fight coming down, but there is actually...
Banelings and the Overlords are so cool.
The Bane Rain gets connections on the heart of the Roaches,
Reynor.
maximizes the splash, hits the Hydras, and Reynor gets so many cool points from making that work so well.
It did work beautifully. Like, he is going to probably win off the back of this.
Yeah.
He has so many more Roaches reinforcing. He's up by about 50 army supply.
Well,
SolO's trying to get to Lurkers.
Right, so maybe if you can get a Lurker too, you can
But then he just
SolO.
Bane Rains with the Lurkers, too.
Meanwhile, a couple of Roaches over here could maybe sneak in to get some more drone kills, but unlikely with Spine Crawlers and Spore Crawlers set up for some static D this time. I mean, the Lurkers are a cool concept, but the thing is, actually, there's going to be so few, because there's so few Hydras in the first place, and he's not building more. There's going to be so few Lurkers, the Roaches, if they go now, the timing is just, like, jump on top of those eggs and kill them before they hatch.
Yeah, that's a problem. That's quite a few Ravagers, so they definitely have that space control there. Constantly just ducking out of the Corrosive Bile means that his fourth is guaranteed to die. We do have Banelings in those Overlords once. No, they're Roaches, damn it. Well, we have Roaches going to the main base.
You're so disappointed. I feel so sorry.
I am. Like, I really wanted them Banelings. But it makes sense because he was going to the main. If they was going to the army, it would have
Actually,
been Banelings.
it's kind of funny. It's because there really isn't much anti-air. If you wanted to, you could actually use the Overlords to get the hell out of dodge. It's like a medevac drop with no healing.
Ah! Go on the other one, you fools! No, I wanted that one.
Alright, so the base here goes down. He's going to keep pushing forward. There's a lot of Corrosive Bile is going to be streaming across. And while the Lurker Den did complete, there's not even attempts to make Lurkers right now. Reynor, of course, a little bit behind in supply, which is surprising. He's not utilizing the Corrosive Biles to kite, but still continuing with Roaches here in the main. Now, funny enough, there's not a lot left to kill because things have been mined out. So 7 drones go down. SolO down quite a few workers, actually, through this.
Mm-hmm. This is really doing a lot of work. SolO is already down in workers, plus this is pretty bad. Reynor is not going to go for more Baneling drops, it looks like. Okay. He's going to go for his own Lurkers. Okay.
You need to calm down.
No.
I can't. I'm too
I
anxious.
do it once. Huh? I do it just once, okay? Just do it more times.
I'm
Do it
anxious.
forever. Always, forever.
Wow, that just sounded like a love line right there.
Always, forever. I was in love with Baneling
Steve?
drops back when it was a thing in Wins Liberty.
Okay. Yeah, I've actually been a big fan. Again, I always quote this one game, and I feel like there's so few people around anymore who was around to see it, but Snoot vs. Stardust was the guy who made me fall in love with Baneling Rain, using it to beat those force fields, which Zerg was so dumb at that time. You just could not deal with force fields once upon a win.
You guys know how to be obnoxious with spam.
Well, I mean, they're stating a fact. They can't get banned for it. Zombie Grub is a girl.
You can
Actually,
get banned for stating facts.
no,
if it's
this
spam.
This is where you should have been like, no, they're incorrect, Rifkin, because Zombie Grub is a woman.
A woman, and then
you do that little head cock.
No.
All right, snipes off a base, not too bad. Even if he's blocked out, he can burrow through this if he wanted to. He's not, though. He's just going to trade out the Roaches. Kind of something Reynor can afford to do, frankly.
I am a grub? No, sir. That is food.
The name's Grub. Zombie Grub. Oh, this would be so sick if he pounced on top of these Lurkers. He's actually going to get caught with the Overseer and have to kind of circle around.
Skedaddle. You didn't see me.
Unfortunately, though, he's going to not be able to counterattack. I almost feel like he has to bring these home. Like, he's going to have to pincer move would probably be the best bet here.
The army supplies are even The upgrades are even as well. Reynor's about to have +1 Carapace, but those lurkers burrowing is going to be a problem. He has his own lurkers. Yeah, so SolO can't push up. Both going to lose their fourths once again. Reynor goes back into Mutas.
This is
Interesting
actually
choice.
this is great because it'll snipe the lurkers, and it's the best option to do so. There's not really a lot of Hydras anymore, so I mean, Reynor has been winning this game since he took that one really amazing engagement. It's just about time he actually finally does it. Now, he's not continuing to push in here, but killing SolO's only mining base and SolO having very few drones behind this kind of makes this game like still an impossibility to win, I feel.
Yeah. Yeah, it looks that way. If you could take just like one really great fight, like maybe Reynor's lurkers just die and they never get to burrow, and then he pushes into the main and natural, the remax potential of Reynor wouldn't matter because it'd all be coming out of, one at a time, the eggs, but SolO is still cleaning up everything on this side of the map. It's 20 workers killed. That's quite good. And Reynor didn't go to 11 mutas. He went up to 22.
It's enough to take on the few Hydras that there are. I was going to say this is a large army count, but it's 5 or 7 Hydras for SolO. Down to 3, 2, 1. It's a couple of queens. Mutas can now just have free reign to chip away. He knows this too. GG. Reynor will take the first game in this final best of 5. Ugh. I cannot wait to stretch my back once this is all said and done. Like that, I'm actually looking forward to that a lot more than food in this case. But what do we have for game 2? Prion Terraces?
Yes. This is a new one. Is Zombie Grab Rifkin's little sister?
You know what? I could see somebody mistaking that. But no, Zombie Grab's not my little sister.
Yeah, I guess I don't know. I don't think I look at my brothers. So
you know what Zombie Grab is? A huge, beautiful person who you thought I was going to say butt, but I completely got you.
I do not have a huge butt, so that would have been incorrect.
No, but you are a huge butt, so that much is correct, and that's where I was going with it. No, definitely. Your response to this just proves the point, okay? I'm rubber, you're glue. We're hopping to Prion Terraces. It's the final best of 5. Stick around, guys. We'll see you in a sec. All right, folks. Welcome back. Game number 2. Of course, fix the overlay. He's up 1 point in the series. Spawning here in the bottom right side of Prion. It's the pink Zerg player, Reynor.
In the top left, as the purple Zerg, he's SolO.
Now, I finally got some numbers, by the way. I told you guys I had asked for them during that last intro. And we are currently at 34 people signed up for TING with 22 active. Getting closer and closer to that 40 goal, which is awesome. Not even worried about it. At this rate, like, 1 person per broadcast, I think, would sail us through to that desired second tournament.
Definitely. We have 6 more groups and 4 days of the bracket. So,
I really hope, though, that this goes well, because doing more of these in the future, obviously cool. It's bigger prize pools, but the best part is it's like one of the few times we don't have to pay for said prize pool. Again, it is TING supplying the full $5,000 for this tournament and for all the players.
Awesome people. Well, this is a early pool game. You couldn't tell when Rifkin panned over there. And it is going to be dedicated, too, so that Baliness comes down for SolO. Reynor did go for his own pool first, however. Not as early, obviously, but still one that puts him to defend against this very well. But even with the best set up defense, we still see these builds work. You mess up once with your lane control, and it's game over.
Well, sends them around the side of the map so they don't get scouted. We're seeing this happen all too often. I think we're going to get to this point, though, in ZvZ on this map specifically, where you are taking that gamble, that 50-50 which direction you send your Overlord to determine whether you actually see Lings or not. Because it is so funny the way this has evolved and changed the direction these take. But going to hide them out for the moment. Not going to save them up for Banelings, I guess. Just wants to send them right on in. It's not a bad choice out of SolO, but this will take away that element of surprise. Rather, I guess, reveals the element of surprise.
Yeah. There's speed kicking in as the rest flood across the map. Reynor is getting his own Baneling nest, but this is the main problem with we can cancel this. Is that you would have loved to have gotten the Baneling nest before you even got speed to have, you know, really, really quick Banelings, but until you see it, you can't be sure. So Spine Crawler is going to help buy time for those Banelings. Second Spine Crawler does
kill.
down.
Baneling gets a nice squeeze in there. 2 more coming in. Going to danger the mineral lines, but of course, these Banelings are best used not on drones right now, but stopping your opponent's Zerglings. Takes out the Spine. That is kind of it for the Lings, funny enough, but the Banelings are still going to be enough of a threat that Reynor's not currently mining.
Right, he has Lings on the way, but just a single Baneling here.
There's so much money lost right now, and he has to be spread, which is what's so silly.
Yeah, what's funky about this game is that it was a game where the hatchery was canceled. Instead of buying time and maybe saving it, it was just straight up canceled. So usually that's where you're like, okay, still up 2 drones with the entire hatchery. Oh, Reynor's got this. But now down in drones and down, not down a hatchery, but same hatcheries.
Make anything. He's been mining, or not mining for so long, he literally can't make anything. So more Lings coming across the map meet almost no opposition. There's going to be like a single Baneling from Reynor to stop him.
Yeah. It looks like Reynor's going to be going down in game number 2 as the flood of Lings is still coming out here for SolO. Reynor would manage to sneak off 2 Lings, which are going to try and turn into Banelings, I guess, when he could afford them. And maybe get into SolO's main mineral line, but...
Nah, even wasting a hit like that, it doesn't matter. Like, this is so far beyond over. As the Banelings come in, those drones, funny enough, are kind of split just because there's so few of them in the first place, but bada bing, bada boom, that queen falls, and that's the last line of defense.
Yeah, that's it. GG. He had Banelings morphing in his opponent's base, but it wouldn't have mattered.
Alright, game number 2 in the series goes to SolO. He's going to tie it up 1-1, which means he will go to that game 4 no matter what at this point, but of course got to go through game 3 first.
It's going to be an orbital.
Okay.
Hey, guys.
Let's do this. Party started. So I was standing for about half the cast, but I've been trying to get back into working out more lately, and I think I ran too much this morning because my legs are really tired.
You ran?
Cannot stand. Well, jogged, whatever you want to call it. Like, I didn't sprint. I wasn't like doing max
even
paces.
Jogging. I mean, you gotta be careful about that.
So it's like I do the walk for like a minute, jog for like 30 seconds, walk for a minute, jog for 30 seconds. I do that for about half an hour.
Oh,
I know it's super amazing hardcore, guys, but I haven't done anything since November. Getting back into this rhythm sucks. Yes, colors, red and blue. Awesome!
Got it.
No more colorblind hates. For the first time in like a month, we finally didn't screw over the colorblind people tuning in.
Yay! And it's all thanks to Zombie Grub.
Zombie Grub literally saving esports. Congratulations. Literally. Not figuratively. Literally.
Do you think there'll ever be a situation where someone does literally save esports?
I feel like that's a possibility, but that would have to have so many other things happen to set up that scenario where one single person could do that. Like, I don't think it's something that would happen just on its own, like through the natural course of things, you know?
Yeah. Well.
Right, well,
let's do the intros.
Yeah, before we do, I'll give a shout out to Rorcar, by the way, on Twitter, just tweeting that comes home from work and sees the new Cactus Valley / Prion Terrace intro, and I guess he really enjoyed it since it made his day, so you liking that intro makes my day, man, because it validates the fucking 4 hours that went into making. But okay, as you said, introductions are afoot. In the bottom left, no gases, just a pool first. It is the red Zerg player, Reynor.
In the top right, as the blue Zerg, it is Root SolO. Aww. I died.
What, in real life?
No. Do you actually die in Bank Heist? Like, just as the SWAT comes?
I would assume some people do, but I imagine you have to arrest some so you can take them in for questioning. Like, you want to know who put you up to the job. Was it just a random thing? Was it for money? Was this a distraction so the real villains could sneak something else from the building next door? You know? Like, I don't know. So I gotta keep someone alive to find out.
Maybe I was just injured. I'm just, like, My legs hurt.
Your pride was injured, that's for certain, if you got caught.
Yeah. Well, there goes all my partoos.
It was a prank, officer, I swear.
I didn't mean it. Alright, so no early pulls this game. Did work out really well for SolO, despite Reynor. His best attempts, you know, he was trying to get a wall, he had a spine crawler already ready to go, he even canceled a hatchery so he'd have more lings to work with, and it just didn't work. So, I don't know, Reynor might be scared of another one down the line, as it is now tied up 1-1. They still have that loss to get out there.
There's some jokes being made, like Vamped already says the guy who invented jogging died while jogging, and that's why it's dangerous. Zonagrim actually brings up a good point, though, because I am an overweight guy. You don't want to go straight to running and jogging. It's actually going to be bad for you, because you can hurt yourself. But people who are like more in shape, running's better, because you also need that extra kick to actually, I guess, burn. Even
people that are skinny, but not necessarily healthy, can really hurt from upping running too much. Like, I hate running and jogging, but I've tried it.
I don't even give a fuck about losing weight anymore. It's just for my back. Like, sitting these long hours casting is really this month especially has been a toll on my back.
Yeah. No, I actually really like sprinting and competition too, so that's why I was like always at sports. But just to jog, it's so boring. And it hurts. Now I can think about it, just like, I wish this was over. How much longer is it? 2 minutes? Okay. I wish this was over. How much longer is it? 1 minute and 45 seconds? Okay.
I know. You like, there's like so many things while you're doing, like, I would literally rather be doing anything else right now. I'd rather be saving esports right now, truth be told.
Exactly.
Anyways, we got a bit of an attack coming out of SolO, but it's worth noting he's still droning behind this, so this isn't super dedicated. Reynor going for the Carapace is kind of cool. We've talked about this a little bit. This will benefit everything and anything, and it will stop your lings from getting ban-linged to death, but not going to be involved with any of this scuffle.
Mm-hmm. SolO goes for a a lair here.
Okay.
Spire on the brain.
We need to continue ADD for a moment. Just one more very important point.
Okay.
Fear Dragon says, if I name my cat Esports and stop it from dying, I literally save Esports. And while that might be true, you're also a very irresponsible owner if your cat's in any sort of danger like that in the first place. What the fuck are you doing?
Well, you know, maybe the cat's outside.
Look at that! I put the
coyote is like about to pounce on it, and Fear Dragon's like, not today. And like,
no, this sounds like he's setting up the situation though, like putting catnip in the carburetor or something, like trying to bait the cat into a dangerous situation.
Oh my god!
Yeah, so like he saves someone. He's like, I saved you, Esports. I did it.
Holy shit, that's messed up.
It is. That's why I'm saying we need to call Fear Dragon out on his animal abuse. Do not let that guy own a cat.
Well, he can't.
I know.
And he's sad. He has a sad life because of it. He chose wrong, Fear Dragon.
Alright, there's a lot of queens, a lot of lings. Reynor is going to push this back. But again, this wasn't anything too dedicated at a SolO. But Reynor, of course, didn't know that at the time. So now he's the one who's going to be putting quite a bit into the attack. He's still not droning. He takes a third base, but he's dumping 10 more lings into the fight. And, you know, SolO actually, I don't believe... No, there's no banlings. These are the first banling he's trying to make. That's not going to work. Oh, God. Oh, God.
Well, this is very familiar to another game that I believe SolO played. Oh, shoot, I totally forgot. Where they're both going for a Spire, but then a Zerg player just lost to the Ling Flood.
Yeah, you don't even get to Spire at this rate. Drones in the middle are going to be stacked and pulled to fight, but the Queen gets surrounded. She's going to die. There's some banlings finally coming out. Oh, that's so many Zerglings are going to die, these banlings. But they're detonated so poorly. That should have saved him. That should have saved his life.
Oh my god.
SolO's still in danger. He's got a couple lings to fight with. He's got this other queen. He's buying more time. I'm surprised he's actually not dedicating more to killing this, but he decides to kill the Spire instead, and that's kind of cool. But it does finish, and he's not going to get the cancel on it that he wanted. Even still, killing the Spire and cutting out future muta production. You know, your opponent's not going to be able to get to 19 or 20 mutas if they can only build about 5 or 6 to start. So the Spire going down, it's a good pick, but I think damage in the natural base would have been more devastating. Reynor now with about a 10 drone lead as a result of this.
Yeah, exactly. He's up in drones still. He has an upgrade for him, as this is going to be not only about the mutas, especially for SolO, who lost his Spire, but also about the lings. Like, they are a very important part about this composition. So, Reynor trying to get the +1 here for his melee as well, just really investing into his lings, should end up taking this game, no matter if it's the mutas or on the ground. He's got everything going for him.
Yeah. I mean, we've seen throws today from all kinds of players.
Oh,
so.
SolO, my boy. He tries to go for a Roach Warren instead of a Spire, so he cancels the Spire he's building.
GG. Reynor. Good attack. Great attack. We'll take game number 3. Giving him a 2-1 lead. But now, we go to a small break, guys. As we get into what is possibly the final game afterwards. We'll keep this one kind of short and sweet. We got a How Ting Works video, I guess, we'll play. And then we'll be back with that Game 4. See you soon. Game 4. See you soon. Game 4. So before I go goof this up, it is 2-1 for Reynor, right?
Yes.
All right, cool. Just making sure I had the scores right. As we get into game number 4, this guy going for early gas, early pull might be looking to end this all right here. This could be the end of everything. In the bottom left side, it's going to be the red Zerg player, Reynor.
In the top left as the blue Zerg, he's Root SolO.
So, backing up a moment, just because we know how this is going, and I'm surprised he's drone scouting, by the way. Like, again, this is something very unconventional for Zerg players to do. Backing up to the series versus Firecake, do you think if SolO had not turned off his Zergling skins, he could have won that series?
Nope.
Oh, okay. Well, it was 3-2, man. I'm just saying.
I don't know.
It is. Oh, my cat's being so cute behind me.
Oh, my cat. My cat wanted to lay on my lap, but I had just been using some lotion that smells like mint. And it just, like, it leaves from my lap and just looked really confused. Like, I don't want to be here anymore. This is the worst. Cats, right? Totally.
I was taking a picture of my...
Of course you were.
But, yeah, cats are the best. All right, so we do have the attack coming from Reynor, and, I mean, this is dedicated. It's been revealed, SolO knows what's up, but what can he really deal with it? He doesn't have his own Baneling Nest, so it's going to be a little bit behind. His spawning pool is done, so he's got a couple Lings on the way and a Queen. But the idea for Reynor here isn't to trade out Ling for Ling. It is to pressure while he gets his Baneling Nest up, and then use his advantage then to overwhelm. SolO does have a few more workers, so right now, not the biggest deal, but give this 2 minutes, and that's an extra couple rounds of Lings. That's an extra Queen that comes out.
Yeah. Reynor did fall to SolO's early pool 2 games ago, so a little bit of revenge here, and also just looking at the close of the series, a little bit of a bang. His Banelings do start to form here. His speed's about to finish. SolO did get his Baneling before his speed, and is going to wait on his speed as well because he needs the gas for the actual Banelings. So he's going to fall behind in that regard, kind of no matter what. But he can clean up these Lings.
He could finish off the hatchery. He's going to try and take advantage of the timing here, but this Baneling's going to spawn at just a moment from SolO, and I think it'll surprise Reynor.
He can still get the hatchery, though. Yep, he's going to get it.
This was like a bare minimum requirement of this attack, though, because, of course, he's down a hatchery at home. He's going to get a couple drones out to bridge that gap, and as long as he doesn't eat a stupid Baneling, he's fine.
You're right, it was the bare minimum, but you do have a lot of control over the match now because of that speed. SolO starts his, as we saw from Firekick earlier on and a couple other Zergs, you can respond to the situation by not getting any gas at all. In fact, not even like Banelings. People have tried that too, but it's obviously very difficult. And just go straight to Roaches, but going for his own Ling speed, eventually he'll have it, and eventually he can start applying his own pressure. But Reynor has a long time to kind of be in control here.
Yeah. My phone keeps tweeting from the BaseTrade account as the default. I don't know what I changed setting-wise to do this. Because it used to be no problem. I'd always just tweet from my account. But I'll be careful fixing it. I tweeted a picture of my cat if you guys want to see. She's making all this like kind of purry, chirpy noise. Anyways, trying to keep my sanity together here at the end of the day. Not likely to happen is finish up with the ZvZ. But I really thought Reynor was going to get further ahead with that. Like I thought that was going to be more than just like, okay, a hatchery kill and walk away. The timing seemed pretty sweet, but unfortunately, as we can see, it didn't end up happening like that. Now this ends up as a consequence kind of being a bit of an even-ish game. The main difference being that Roach Warren, though.
Alright, so SolO gets the Roach Warren first. It's not that Reynor couldn't get his own. He definitely can. It's just that he's choosing not to for now. If he tries to get to Aspire, I think that'd be a terrible idea, though. And he actually needs to hold off to this Ling attack before even thinking about his own Roach Warren. I really do wonder where it is. His own Ling's on top of the hatchery again, so he might lose a couple of drones here, but SolO can't lose his hatchery.
And there's just nothing. With the roaches coming out.
Roaches!
Oh no.
They can migrate into the roaches too to get the last couple of hits.
They might not even need to. I think they're just going to be able to auto-attack it down.
Now, what's funny is that he doesn't know it's going to be roaches. Now he sees that it's roaches, so he will have to go like, okay, I have to expect a counterattack when I don't have my own roaches, and that might be very scary. He immediately slaps down a Spine Crawler, probably one of two.
But being up a base at this point, you now know your opponent's like one base circling you, and that's what they're forced into. These banlings seem a little bit silly, but we've seen this multiple times today. That splash damage on these roaches can definitely be worthwhile. Even though it's not much, it's a lot when you hit enough units. Not to mention he's going to want banlings to trade out against his opponent's banlings as well. Timing on this is a little bit too sweet. Now he does get in here. Unfortunately, throws away a lot of the banlings initially. I actually don't know if sending the banlings in like that was good or bad, because it did do a lot of damage, but now he doesn't have anything to do with SolO's banlings, and those are just going to run right into the mineral lines or right into the Spine Crawler. Either way, not enough transfuses to stop this from doing major damage.
I think the idea was that if he didn't use them right then, it was possible that SolO's banlings would push his lings out, and he really wanted to surround on the roaches. But the Spine Crawler goes down, but so does the push. And SolO does not have a hatchery. This was an all-in. If this doesn't work, then it's game over. And it's series over.
Well, so, yes, but if Reynor is not allowed to mine off of this natural, that advantage of this base is only purely in Larva. So for now, it's still not the worst thing in the world, but yeah, it is troublesome that he didn't get more damage done there. Gonna get another cancel. Ooh.
It's still very curious that Reynor's not trying to get to his own roaches. This is such like a delicate, especially on Arena. Like in any game, it's delicate, but on Arena where there's such short distance, like to almost throw away your entire army and then only have 10 seconds to react against roaches. Reynor's constantly like almost throwing away the game if he would just hit by one baneling.
The surround is good, though, and he did take out his opponent's banlings with his own banlings.
Yeah.
Ravager Cocoon not going to get a chance to finish here. This might just end right here. SolO is just straight up out of units. He's building about 8 lings right now, but there will be some banlings that possibly intercept this. I say possibly, of course, as he's got his own lings to still fight with. That hatchery,
I think that's
is
it.
going to dance. He knows it's
done.
GG. Well played. Congrats. Reynor, the youngest kid in the group, and this was my last pick to take first or second place, is going to be the guy who ends up taking the group with Fire Cake. So congratulations, Reynor. Again, young kid, big deal. This is one of his bigger tournaments that he's entered into ever, and he's doing quite well through it so far. So congratulations to him. A little bit sad to see our friend like Penguin and such fall, and SolO I think did pretty admirably today. Actually, it is a shame, because the best match today had both of their players fall out of the group.
Oh, I didn't realize
that's a real bummer. But thank you guys for tuning in. I still find it, I'm not sure if it's a good or a bad thing that we had like 4,000 people consistently watching ZvZs today.
What's wrong with you all?
What is wrong with you all? Okay, let's talk about what's coming up next before we go off. We'll of course end the stream with sponsor ads and all that good stuff. But the first thing to bring up is of course our website. I'm going to do this really quick, put it on screen, show you guys. There's no like ads or anything for it. You go to BaseTradeTV, go to the calendar section. If you're a player, hit join a tournament. But if you're a just average fan, a viewer, you go hit view calendar, the events calendar. This will link you, of course, to the calendar, which is a little slow right now. There you go. Shows everything at a glance, what we're doing, everything we've been doing. Tomorrow we're going to have the Corsair Cup. We've converted it to be European, so it's no longer going to be Korean. So you'll see a lot of European players playing, hopefully. The TING NA Open Group 2. That's going to be Scarlet versus Violet, Pult versus Kelazur. That's going to be a fantastic group. The Alima League Monthly Finals. The TING Wildcard Group number 2. Then Fear Dragon makes a debut with the Chairs for Gaming Cup. And then last but not least, we got the WTF DGTK tournament, which we are only just now announcing. And this is the tournament for those who the fuck didn't go to Katowice.
Oh, hey. It's a beautiful picture of me.
What is a beautiful picture of you?
Is my cam working for you?
Oh, it's frozen. No. You're talking through your teeth there, girl. But yeah, BaseTradeTV, guys. Make sure to check it out. Bookmark it, save it, and if you have any feedback on ways you would like to make the website look better for you, let us know. We've adjusted and changed 100 things since we launched it, all based off the suggestions from people who are saying, I'd like to see a countdown timer, I'd like to see local time zones, and all these cool things. So please check it out and bookmark it. But of course, this tournament wouldn't be possible today, and we wouldn't see any of those tournaments on that schedule without TING and their support. They are putting $5,000 into the prize pool for this tournament and supplying us with non-invasive, kind of fun, and honestly delightful ads. Compared to some of the ads you've seen on Twitch, the TING ones are probably the best. But that being said, if you guys really, really, really want to help us out, go to bttv.ting.com. It's a referral link. It lets them know you came from BaseTradeTV. It lets them know their advertising dollars are being well spent in a giant tournament like this. And if you are willing to sign up with Ting, that is, of course, the best way to make us all happy. As if we get enough people signed up, we will get another tournament down the line. That being said, we'll play some ads to finish off the day and show you, I guess, a couple of last words from said sponsors. But we have to give credit to our own sponsors before we do. So, Zombie Group, if you would mind.
Correct. Go to GGWA.com and use code BASE to get 3% off if you're looking for video games or just presents and game time, anything to do with games. That's where you got to go. And to extra help us out, ensure that it's the first code that you've used so we do actually get the credit for it. We're getting close to the end of February here.
Yeah,
Yours sells is $20 off.
Hang on,
so
before we hop off G2, I'm going to see, what are we at this month? Because
okay,
we improved our sales a lot. When people started making new accounts, and realizing they were stuck on somebody else's code, we almost doubled the sales. And we're up to 116 games sold so far this month. So the goal would be 150. We're probably still going to fall a little bit short, but at least we figured out what the problem was and can start earning back to hopefully our original contract deal we had with them. I know there's been some hullabaloo about G2A specifically with complexity, but I will say we've had no issues working with them. It's almost been a full year, actually, coming up soon in a couple months, so...
Wow.
No problems with G2A from us.
Yep. Thanks, Arbithisty for 22-month resub. And continue with Yord. You get $20 off. We are very close to completing the tournament fund.
I think we actually did.
Did we?
Yeah, woodwatches.com/base. Let's go look at this together, guys.
Open it up.
Yeah, we are 101%. We've raised $1,007 through 45 watches. Nice.
Of course, the goal already being met is awesome, but this is a good deal. Like, they're really good watches, and we both really enjoy the watches that we got from Yord, so you continue to use that code if you're interested. Cheers for Gaming is what we use. So all of us, the DX Racers, use code BaseTradeTV to get $20 off and free shipping to America, Canada, and USA. And lastly, scroll down below on this page, you can actually get links directly to Corsair. Corsair Gear is really quite nice. You love the wireless headset, love my mouse. And the keyboard is, of course, good quality as well. So thanks to them, and we'll be returning tomorrow with the Corsair Cup.
The last Corsair Cup tomorrow means we also submit our stats to Corsair for review with creating a full-time contract. Like, everything's pretty much set in motion that they want to work with us, we want to work with them, but it's all going to come down to negotiations, and hopefully we can get the best deal possible to get more tournaments out of them. If you guys haven't seen, too, like, one of the other stats that goes hand-in-hand with viewership and all this is people who actually go to their website and check it out. So I know a couple of people have bought their gear, and hopefully you guys are all happy with it, because honestly, genuinely, Zombie Up and I really do enjoy the Corsair gear. But all the links down below will take you to their page. We're going to try and get some giveaways set up for our sub day, which, last thing to end the stream with, I guess, is March 6th. Write it on your calendar. We put it on our calendar. Even if you're not a subscriber here to the stream, subscribers should check their inboxes, though, actually, because the subscriber, there's a straw poll in there for what we're going to be dressing up as for this stream. So you guys, subscribers, can help us pick out what we're going to dress up as. But for everyone else that's just going to tune in that day, we're going to be doing game giveaways. We're going to be playing games with people from chats. Just tons of stuff going on throughout the day. And we're going to try and set up some show matches if we can, too. So I'm really excited. It's going to be our sub celebration to celebrate the 1,000 subscribers. Yeah, it comes a couple of weeks late, but unfortunately our schedule is so damn busy, it's literally the soonest we could do it. That being said, thank you guys so much for tuning in today, and I hope you all have a great evening. So again, we're going to end the stream here with some words from our sponsors. Ting, thank you for making this tournament possible, and we'll see you guys tomorrow. Have a good night, everybody.